as it's doing to keep everyone there safe. Right now on Fox 59 News at 10. New tonight, we're hearing from a woman who says the man accused of murdering a woman at a downtown apartment complex was sending her inappropriate messages in the hours before and after the alleged killing. Thanks for joining us for the news at 10. I'm Gabby Gonzalez. We're also learning IMPD Chief Brian Roach was among the officers that arrested Cody Weir Friday night. Our Trevor Shirley is live now in the studio with all the details on these developments. Trevor.
Hey, good evening. Chief Roach had actually just left our studios after an interview on Friday evening when he got the call that investigators knew where to find Weir. This afternoon, he told us about the moment that suspect realized there was nowhere else to go.
You could tell that he knew why we were there.
IMPD Chief Brian Roach was there Friday evening when cops slapped the cuffs on murder suspect Cody Weir.
Tearful at one point, so knew it was happening, knew it was coming, I think.
Weir was arrested near a business in Avon, the same town he listed as his home address. Police believe he killed 22-year-old Karina Rodriguez inside the gym at the 9 on Canal apartment complex in downtown Indianapolis early Friday morning.
It was encouraging that you could tell a community that we have someone that had impacted their community so bad.
Police say surveillance video shows Weir entering the complex, but before this, one local woman says Weir was sending her lewd messages on Facebook.
It was pretty nasty. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but it's not anything that you would want your daughter to be receiving on her phone.
Jessica Haynes says she knows Weir from high school. She says she hasn't talked to him in several years, but says she got his first message late Thursday night, and then they continued throughout the day on Friday.
I know about 11 other different women who got the same kind of message as me around the same time frame.
Haynes says she has gone to the police and is encouraging the others to do the same. She told me she remembers Weir as having an offbeat personality and being weird.
This honestly doesn't surprise me. The only thing that surprises me that this hasn't happened sooner.
Now, police haven't said what is behind the motive behind Rodriguez's killing. The results from her autopsy are expected to be available sometime tomorrow morning. In the meantime, though, Weir does remain inside the Marion County Jail on a preliminary charge of murder. We're live in the newsroom this evening. I'm Trevor Shirley, Fox 59 News.
All right, Trevor, thank you. Turning to our weather now, a rainy start to our Sunday with skies clearing at this hour. And I had to grab the sweatshirt as I was heading out for the day because it is chilly out there tonight. Let's find out what's in store for your work week from Weather Authority meteorologist David James.
Well, Gabby, yeah, it was not the greatest day here in central Indiana, but at least the forecast worked out well. The rain started about 6:42 this morning, and then you can see it moving through there and ended about 1:42, at least out at the airport later on today. And then the cooler air, the windy gusts moved in, so we got a little less than a quarter of an inch in Indianapolis and kind of spotty amounts around central Indiana, but nothing like the 3, 4, 5 inches up in the Chicago area yesterday. And then it started to get windy this morning, so 43-mile-per-hour gusts up at Ball State. Indianapolis out at the airport, 40-mile-per-hour gusts. But the wind has calmed down somewhat since then, and so only about 2 miles an hour right now. And all that gusty wind has moved on out of the picture. What's going to happen around here over the next couple of days? Well, first we'll check in on the Colts game tomorrow down in Nashville. A little bit cool there, 50s during the game, and then dropping down into the 40s as you head out onto Broadway down in Nashville to celebrate the Colts win. Here's what's happening in central Indiana. We'll see temperatures in the 40s in the morning, but some sunshine, not too windy, up to about 60. So a nice fall day coming up tomorrow.
All right, David, thanks so much. Tonight, police need your help finding this man. Take a close look. 18-year-old Devontae Gilbert. IMPD says he's a person of interest in a triple murder that happened during a drug robbery back in July. A 15-year-old boy has already been arrested in the case and is being charged as an adult. If you know where Gilbert is, call police. New developments tonight. A woman is seriously hurt after being shot during an argument in Lawrence. Police say it stemmed from an ongoing dispute between neighbors there at the Pan American and Spring Valley Mobile Home Park. Officers say a fight broke out around 3 a.m. and a 38-year-old woman was shot in the head. She's in serious condition but is expected to survive. Police are still trying to figure out who fired those shots. A man is shot and killed on the Far East Side, and police are calling it self-defense. It happened at the Bavarian Village Apartments around 3:30 this morning. Police were called for a robbery there, and when they arrived, they found the 20-year-old man dead in the hallway. Investigators say the shooter is cooperating, and tonight, residents are telling us they're not surprised with the violence.
Last year, it was a killing right here. Person got killed and died. Then the last one was down here at Building 2. He got killed, and everybody's getting tired of it.
At this time, no one has been arrested. Police are also investigating a shooting on the northwest side. It happened at Buddy's Bar at 37th and Lafayette around 4 this morning. Police say a man was shot in the chest and taken to the hospital in critical condition. No word yet on a suspect. Autopsy results are expected to be released tomorrow in the death of a man found in a park on the northwest side. Police say the man was found off a trail in the wooded area of Olin Park on Olin Avenue just off 10th Street near Holt Road. Officers say 2 kids found the man, which has people who go to the park concerned.
You don't really want kids to be exposed to that, especially in today's society with all the things going on through the news and all that. I mean, I wouldn't want my nephew around that, especially if he saw that. I mean, I would try to shield him from that, honestly.
And get this, police believe the man was there at least 24 hours. We'll bring you those autopsy results on air and online on fox59.com as soon as they come into our newsroom. The murder tally continues to rise in Indianapolis. Chief Brian Roach says as of today, there have been 115 criminal homicides in the city this year. The most recent happened Saturday morning when a 15-year-old boy was shot and killed on the east side. But on the north side tonight, neighbors are marking 2 years without a murder in their community. Fox 59's Russ McQuaid shows us what neighbors and police are doing to keep their kids alive.
The Butler Bowl played host to the second annual Tarkington Classic, a weekend of bantam football that brings teams from across Indianapolis and even Center Grove to play the kids who grow up in the shadow of Butler University and the ever-present danger of violence that took the life of a teammate, 10-year-old Deshaun Swanson, in 2015.
I coached Deshaun. I coached him when he was 8. Yes, sir, he would be playing today.
Deshaun died when a gunman sprayed a house he was in. Deshaun was not the target, which is something all these parents worry about with their own children.
You have to monitor who they're with, bring them around a group of people that can, they can look up to. Like, these coaches out here are great father figures and will, keep those boys straight.
I think it makes a big difference. It usually takes up a lot of their time. What we do, we practice 3-4 times a week. We're good role models to them. We also do a little tutoring on the side. And I mean, they're like kids to me. I call all of them my sons. So it's a real big help to the parents and the kids that don't have parents.
Not far from where Deshaun lived and died, there is a new park for the kids, where 2 years without murder was celebrated as proof of what happens when neighbors and IMPD and the mayor's office work together to save a community.
Well, at the point, you have to go to the soul of the problem, and children are watching. Yeah, they're not disposable. They're our future. But at the same time, their legacy has to be about neighborhoods like this where people didn't leave. They didn't pack up and move. They stayed and fought the good fight.
Back at the Butler Bowl, little victories were scored on the way to saving lives in South Butler, Tarkington, one child at a time. Russ McQuaid, Fox 59 News.
And during a news conference in Tarkington Park, the 10 Point Coalition announced it's seeking volunteers and churches to organize in other communities, such as around 10th and Rural on the east side, where a man was murdered just last week. And also on the north side today, dozens of Hoosiers taking steps to fight hunger. They walked more than 3 miles for the 38th annual Crop Hunger Walk today. They started at Christian Theological Seminary and walked through Butler University and the Butler-Tarkington neighborhood. The walk benefits the Church World Service, which works to support programs to fight hunger here in Indy and around the world.
We actually are in the top 9 states in the United States that have hunger issues. So we have hunger issues here, and of course, since it's the capital city, the largest city in Indianapolis, we have more than other places. Since it began, the walk has helped raise more than $1 million to fight hunger.
More accusations against a disgraced Hollywood producer. How many women are now accusing Harvey Weinstein of rape, and what his own brother is saying about him now? And wildfires continue to rage in California, while the governor says even though progress is being made, they're not in the clear yet.
I'm meteorologist David James. We were talking about some big changes